Wanya back by popular demand, coming at you with how the WWE could and should book the Miz 2020 Money in the Bank contract run. So without further ado, let's jump right into today's video. So as we all know, the Miz is the current Mr. Money in the Bank, which means he's eligible and he qualifies to cash in his briefcase for a World Championship match at any given moment, anywhere, for either Roman Reigns, Universal Champion, or Randy Orton WWE Championship. Now, going back to 2010, The Miz won the Money in the Bank contract. He was the current Money in the Bank holder for the year of 2010. He went on to, cash in and defeat Randy Orton for the very same WWE Championship. Now, a little known fact, The Miz made history when he joined superstars like CM Punk and Edge, which means they're the only three superstars in WWE history to hold the Money in the Bank contract twice. Now, similar to CM Punk and Edge, I got great, faith and ability in The Miz that he's going to cash that son bitch in successfully. The Miz is guaranteed to be, if not the next WWE or Universal Champion, because, Roman Reigns and Randy Orton are in storyline, so, The Miz, he lurking in the walls. He teasing that bitch. He caught there. Unlike Otis, he's actually putting in work to become the Universal or the WWE Champion. He's yet to, try to cash in on Roman Reigns, but Roman Reigns having all these slugfests with Jey Uso and whoever else want to challenge him. He think that shit sweet. The Miz said he might cash that bitch on either one of their ass. So, we seen him win this contract against Otis at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. So, the best, way I see the WWE doing as far as the Miz 2020 run as Mr. Money in the Bank. Now, we do know that Otis held the contract for a couple of months, so the Miz really don't got a full year to cash in his Money in the Bank contract. So, we all know that he going to be teasing, he going to try to cash in on Roman Reigns. He going to try to cash in on Drew McIntyre or Raw or Seth Rollins or whoever be the champion at the time, because we see Drew McIntyre old cock blocking, hating ass. He's trying to stop the Miz from shining, but I got two routes that the WWE could potentially go as far as this shit. Now, the likely way that I don't see this shit happening is, we know John Morrison and The Miz are best friends, and The Miz, he'll turn on John Morrison in a heartbeat. We seen that they did, have a feud for the WWE Championship back in 2010, in which John Morrison, his high risk skills cost him the match, and The Miz ended up retaining the championship. So, as far as John Morrison and The Miz being Mr. Money in the Bank, I can see potentially The Miz trying to cash in the Money in the Bank in the bell ring and John Morrison screw his ass, and that leads into a storyline of its own. But, with that being one of the possibilities, the most logical thing and, an idea that I think the WWE will more than likely lean towards being, it will more than likely have to be The Miz, his contract expiring. Since he say, I'm the current Mr. Money in the Bank, I've been trying to put in the work, and his contract expire, and he go on into the next Money in the Bank contract match, and he win it again, and they give him a full year, flexible schedule where he can, potentially cash that bitch in for the second year, and, he's pretty much going to get, The Miz is definitely guaranteed to become the next Universal or WWE Champion. The Miz is not going to fucking flop that bitch. Now, the thing with Otis was, they pretty much gave Otis the briefcase as far as the storyline, because Otis, he got the girl, he got the briefcase. It was the perfect storyline, but none of us really seen Otis being Mr. Money in the Bank or being the WWE or Universal Champion. So, it made the most sense for them to get to a superstar like The Miz, and you can guarantee, like I said, The Miz, they let The Miz get a hold of that Money in the Bank contract. The Miz is not going to flop that bitch. And you got to also keep in mind, with the WWE going to, going Hollywood, going to the Sophia Stadium or whatever shit that is they got there, that new stadium they got in Los Angeles. The Miz always say he want the headline Los Angeles or WrestleMania, so that can be his golden ticket. He got the briefcase. The WWE is definitely going to take WrestleMania to Los Angeles. The Sophia Stadium. If that is the case, The Miz is definitely going to headline next year's WrestleMania with this Money in the Bank contract, or even the WWE Champion. So, as far as next year's WrestleMania, The Miz can either go in that bitch as a WWE Champion and defend and just headline, or whoever the champion is at the time, he cash in, he lead that bitch as the WWE or the Universal Champion. So, like I said, the first route, we can see The Miz and John Morrison potentially, feuding following John Morrison, costing The Miz his Money in the Bank contract, World Championship match, or we could very well see The Miz contract expire since he didn't have the contract for a full year. we can see the contract expire, which will lead to him, entering the next Money in the Bank match and winning, and he getting a full year and headlining WrestleManias. And shit, that's pretty much the best outcome I see as far as, the Miz being Mr. Money in the Bank. And one of those routes is more than likely going to happen. And like I said, that's how WWE could and should book the Miz 2020 Money in the Bank contract run. So, with that being the end of today's video on how WWE should book the Miz 2020 Money in the Bank contract run, feel free to smash that like button, super kick subscribe button, comment down below, and hit that bell notification. Till next time, this the Wrestling Basement.